What's up, everybody? And welcome to another Kin Stretch class brought to you by Stretch Effects. My name is Coach Luke, and I'll be taking you through today's 30-minute shoulder flexion focused Kin Stretch class. So when you think about shoulder function, shoulder flexion, so think taking my bicep to my ear, my arm overhead, is usually the first thing that people think of because that's the one that you see in the gym of whether people are pressing overhead or they're doing snatches or doing all these motions where their shoulders go overhead. But in reality, most people actually can't get good, clean shoulder flexion without some compensation like from the rest of their body. So most people, it's spine extension, right? So their ribs flare out, their spine extends to allow them to get to this position. But when you lock down the rib cage, you see that their shoulder, their arm probably only gets to, maybe 45 degrees, maybe somewhere in between that. So really what we're thinking about when we think about true healthy shoulder function is being able to get the arm all the way up overhead without the compensation in the spine or from the neck jutting forward or from just other areas throughout the body. So when we look at how to create healthy shoulder function, we always start at internal and external rotation. And then as the shoulder capsule improves, our workspace improves, and then we're able to improve shoulder flexion as well. So what we're going to look at today is our cars. We're going to look at some capsule cars, and then we're going to get right into shoulder flexion work. But keeping in mind that we don't want to just train shoulder flexion for the sake of shoulder flexion, because then what will happen a lot of times is that our body will allow us to compensate, or we will allow our body to compensate, and then actually be training areas that aren't true shoulder flexion. So whether that's here, wherever that is for you without compensating throughout the rest of your body, make sure to train in that position. And then over time, as you train more, you can slowly start to progress to higher levels of shoulder flexion. Also want to keep in mind that shoulder flexion here is the same as shoulder flexion here. They're all just zones of shoulder flexion. So although we will be training here a lot today, it is certainly okay to be training more out here, more out here, more out here. Just like our shoulder cards represent, shoulder flexion is this whole zone here, right? So when people, they look at shoulder flexion, they tend to look here, but also we want to train in all of these other areas as well. So without further ado, let's just get started. So we will start with some neck cars because the neck and the shoulders are very intimately connected. We'll start with the neck cars, and then we'll go into some scap, shoulder cars, and then we'll get right to some capsule cars. So you can stay in this collapsed position. You want to stay on a block, you can stay on a block. You want to go up in tall kneeling if that's more comfortable for you, working on staying tight to the core, ribs are down, glutes are tight. I'm just going to start in the collapsed position because it's really good kind of awareness for me to allow my shoulders to stay down, because as I work through my neck cars, I want to make sure I'm not allowing myself to shrug up. Okay, so we'll have fist down on the ground. If you can get the fist to the floor, you can do that as well. If you want to go open fist, or fist facing forward, you can do that as well. We're going to go chin to chest, we're going to 2 reps, chin to collarbone, right ear over the right shoulder, chin to the sky, rotate over the top, chin to the left collarbone, rotate through, let's pass it through one more time. Right collarbone, right ear over the right shoulder, chin to the sky, over, chin down, and through, and reverse. Chin to collarbone, ear over the shoulder, over the top, chin to collarbone, come through one more time. Nice and slow, go at your own pace. Make sure we're not going to or through any pain or any pinching. Very nice. From there, let's go tall kneeling. We'll go hands on our sides. We're going to go shoulder blades. So I look to the sides. See what I'm doing here? Got my hands on my side, right? So if you guys see them on your pants or your shorts, I want to think middle finger right on that seam. So get slight tension of my hand into my legs to make sure that as I'm going through the shoulder cars, or the scap cars, I'm not rotating my hand, right? So the arm can move up and down. Just don't let that arm slide forward. I want to keep that arm in contact with the side of my legs. Glutes tight, ribs down. I'm going to go up into the shrug position, elevate. I'm going to reach forward, elbows stay locked out as much as I can throughout the whole set here. I'm going to squeeze back and down, and then pull together as I come up. Let's go 2 more reps here. Shoulders come forward, squeeze back, squeeze together as I come up, over, down, one more time, squeeze back, pull up, over, and reverse. Squeeze together, keep it squeezed as I pull down, come forward, up, over, over, squeeze together. Let's go 2 more times. Arms stay straight. Forward, up. Here we go. Squeeze back, squeeze together. Come forward, all the way back to the top, and relax. I will go onto my right knee. I'm going to do left arm shoulder press with the opposite hand that's with the knee that's down. I'm going to lock out this elbow, externally rotate this arm, elbow stays locked out, ribs are down, core engaged. I'm going to cross the body with the arm. I'm going to come all the way across, scrape my face with my bicep. So again, this is shoulder flexion, so I'm going to be working here today. Rotate, not just the hand, right? Rotate the bicep over the top, all the way around. Backside of my hand touches my side. Rib stays down. Glute is tight on the right side. I'm going to reverse into extension. Come up and over. Cross the face, cross the body. Palm is up and down. Let's go 2 more reps here. Cross the body. Over the top. Rotate as much as we can. Come down and reverse. Thumb comes high. Over the top, trying to max out this rotation while I cross my face, cross the body, palm is up, elbow is locked out. 1 more time there. As high as I can here. Once I run out of space here, start to rotate that bicep all the way over, down and through. Reverse to extension. Up and over, elbow stays locked out, core is tight, ribs are down, and through. And switch. So again, like I was talking about at the beginning of class, so for you, you may be able to get here before you want to extend your rib cage, right? So it's all about kind of staying within your zone that you can control and that you can stay stable in. So if you feel like you need to compensate with your spine to allow for more shoulder flexion, you want to just stop just short of that, right? So if you get here, and you feel like this is as high as you can go without having to move the rest of your body, go from there, and then start your rotation. Maybe just kind of cut that circle down just a little bit based on your body, based on how you move, right? So with keeping in mind that over time, be able to progress that as internal rotation improves, as shoulder flexion improves, be able to get that arm higher without having to compensate with the spine. It's all about staying within what you can do within what you can control, okay? So let's go 3 on the right arm. So we got same setup, elbow stays locked out, core is engaged, cross the body with the arm, elbows locked, arm as high as you can go here, right into shoulder flexion, ribs are down. I will rotate that bicep over the top, keep coming all the way around, backside of my hand touches my side, and reverse, thumb comes up, rotate over, keep the rest of that body still, scrape the eyebrow with the bicep, all the way across, and then let's go 2 more. Up and over, big as possible circle you can, without any other part of our body moving, all the way over into extension. As I come here and just reverse thumb as high as I can go, without my chest up and forward, right? So thumb comes high. Once I can't get any more room here, then I start that rotation. Come over, scrape the eyebrow. Elbows locked out. 1 more rep. Come up and over. Rotate over the top. Keep turning that arm. Trying to max out this rotation as much as you can. So when you hit the bottom, thumb is back and reverse. Thumb comes high. Rotate, 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 rotate. Now I'm trying to rotate the other way. Now I'm coming this way. Cross the body, come down. Very good. So let's go into some capsule cars. So again, you can be in collapse kneeling, tall kneeling, half kneeling. Whenever you're doing this, you can always change positions as well. Kind of move from different position to position. We want ownership, we want experience, we want kind of more body control in all those positions, right? So let's just go straight, elbows locked out. We'll do some capsule cars or axial rotations. So make fists here. I'm just gonna rotate from here. Think dumping out water up front, so that would be internal rotation. From there, I'm going to rotate back into external rotations. It's a good time to practice that ribs down, core engaged position here. As I rotate in, The rest of that body stays still. Actually not getting any more from that shoulder. And this is down. The same glute that's down is tight, right? So I go all the way down, got good tension holding me in place. Love it. As much flexion as I can get. From here, I will just rotate in. So that's internal rotation. Imagine I got that X on my bicep, right? Rotate out. Rotate in. Rotate out. It's 2. We're going 5 reps on this. We'll just rotate in. Rotate out. Rotate in. Rotate out. We got 1 more here. Ribs stay down. Core stays tight. Rotate in. Squeeze it. 5 for more. Last 1. Rotate out. 5 for more. Good. And switch. Left knee's down this time. Rib cage is down. Right hand comes to the rib cage. Just as a reminder, so I'm going to come bring your fist, or you can go open palm. If we go open palm, just make sure we're not just rotating the hand and the wrist, right? I want to make sure I'm here so that I can rotate the full arm, right? Because that's actually my shoulder capsule rotating, right? Let's come here. Left glute's tight, ribs are down, go as high into flexion as I can without any other part of my body moving. Think bicep to ear if you can, and let's go 5 reps. Internal, external. You may notice it's totally normal. 2. Like to keep those ribs down, keep that core engaged. 3. 4. Last 1. Fight for more at the end. So rotate that X, squeeze, fight. Last 1. Rotate out, squeeze, and relax. Okay. Shoulders should be nice and warm now. Okay, so ready to get some pills and rails when we're done. So for pills and rails, for shoulder flexion, what we'll be doing today, we're going to be lying in a prone position. So you're going to lay on your stomach. We're going to have a block, or you can just go straight from the floor. So this may be something that you need to kind of get a little experiment with, try out first before we start. So if you want to lay on your stomach, you can go just arms straight out here. Rest your forehead on your opposite forearm. Tuck that tailbone, right? So make sure I'm nice and tight to the glutes. Squeeze my legs together. Try to lift the belly button off the floor. And then I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 lift-offs straight from the floor. So keeping my ribs down, keeping my core tight, keeping everything else locked in. See how high you can get with your hand. If you can get about a block's width high enough, then you will elevate your hand onto a block if you have one. If you don't, you can stack some books. You can use, like a couple pairs of shoes. You can use something just to elevate your hand, something that's hard enough for you to press into when you are pills and rails. So I think books would be a really good option there. Bricks, if you have them, something that you can just use to elevate your hand from. If you got really high, you're here and you got really high up, then you can stack it this way. Or even if you're really mobile, long ways. Not a lot of people can probably go that much shoulder flexion, so probably here's a good place to start, and then you can always progress in future classes, okay? So we're gonna start here. So our pales contraction, we're gonna go kind of right into it. So we're gonna do some isometrics, they're called. So instead of holding the 2-minute stretch like we'll do in pales and rails, we're just gonna kind of hang out here, we'll breathe, we'll get nice and tight, and then our pales will be driving down with that hand into the block, not just straight down, but almost like I'm trying to bring it toward me just a little bit, right? So I want to feel this lat, right? So all of these muscles closing down as I press down, feel them all contracting. Hold that for about 10 seconds as we build it up, and then we'll hold a max effort for 10. And then from there, our rails contraction will be making sure we don't arch our back when we do so. Stay tight, and then we're just going to work to lift off that block and just get as much more shoulder flexion as we can. We'll hold that up in the air for about 15 seconds, and then come down, we'll breathe. We'll do 2 rounds, and then we're gonna do some lift-offs, okay? So let's make sure, so do your test, find where you gotta be. If you've found that it's really hard to get yourself off the floor here without shrugging up, moving the rest of your body, it's totally cool to train from here. This is a position that most people should probably be training more from anyway, because they haven't done a whole lot of shoulder flexion work. This is a great place to start, creating tension, creating force, again, trying to drive down, also in just a little bit to get that lat working, and then you can always lift from there on your first set, and then you could go to elevated service on your second set. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get started here. So we're going to think bicep here. And again, like I said, right, this is just one position. You could train out here, you could train out here. There's all different positions that we could train from. So you get today's class, we're doing 2 reps here. You can go straight up or you can come out to the side just a little bit, okay? Let's go face down on the arm. We're gonna tuck that tailbone, glutes are tight, squeeze your legs together, full body tension, and then slowly start driving the fist down into that block, almost like you're trying to pull it towards you. Feel this lat working here as you drive down. So we're at 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7, 8, 9, and then max effort hold 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift, 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 lift. Going for 15 seconds here. Keep driving, make sure the rest of that body stays still. Try to take that fist as high in the air as you can. Keep going, keep driving up, keep driving up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. If you found yourself where you're able to get really high off that block that you had, you can elevate it to the next level there. If you found that you had to like shrug to get it up there, or lift your rib cage, lift your lower back, then we'll just keep it at the same level, or you can even just drop it down to the floor. It's all about training the zone that you're comfortable in, that you can control, that you can strength train in. So it's all up to you. Choose your own adventure, right? Breathe, relax, recover. We're gonna do one more round, shoulder flexion on this arm, and I'll go right into some passive range lift offs, okay? So breathe, relax. We'll start 5 seconds here. Take a breath in, tuck that tailbone, lift the rib cage, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs together, and then slowly start driving down into that block. Feel that lat working, trying to crush down. We're at 50%, 60%, 70, 80, 90, and 100. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay tight and lift. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep going. Stay tight, stay tight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Very good. You can recover. You're going to shake the arm out a little bit. You can shake the arm out. We're going to go right into 10 passive range lift offs. Okay, so you're going to do the same position that you just finished that second rails contraction in, and then we're just going to go the same thing. All we're going to do, instead of driving down now, we're just going to go 10 reps right from here into a lift, back down. So we'll just do 10 reps doing our lift offs from that position. Okay, make sure that your body stays tight. You continue to tuck that tailbone, squeeze your legs together, full body tension. Make sure it's all coming from the shoulder. Make sure we're not shrugging up to do that either. Make sure it's all just coming. Squeeze that shoulder as you lift. Okay? Hand is elevated. 10 reps here. And down. 7. Lift. Down. 8. Lift. Down. 9. Last one. And lift. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Very good. Shake that shoulder off if you need to. We're going to switch to left arm. We'll go from here. Start the first set there, and then in fact I did my second set, I'm going to go there. We'll start first set from the floor, second set here. It's all up to you, how your body functions, what you feel like you need without compensating, right? That's the key. Make this done set in the starter class, but we're not. Finish stretch, we're just going to go right into it. Make sure you're pressing down and tension in just a little bit too. That kind of comes in just a little. So I get that lat working, and it kind of helps me stay out of that shrug position. I want my shoulder joint working here, not my shoulder blade, right? So from here, tuck that tailbone, squeeze your legs together, take a breath in, and slowly start pressing down into that block. Elbow stays locked out, press down and tension in. Feel that lat working here. We're at 5 seconds. Keep building, keep building, keep building. 7, 8, 9, 10. Max effort hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Very nice. You can recover, breathe, 30 seconds there. Just relax. If you want to go to a more elevated surface, you can do that as well. Just make sure we're staying here. Keep breathing. Stay in that nice tight core position. Body stays tight. Deep diaphragmatic belly breaths here, right? So this is a good place to practice belly breathing. So as you expand out, as you breathe in, stomach expands out into the floor. As you exhale, right, as you breathe out, stomach relaxes from the floor. Okay, so breathe in. Feel that stomach expand into the floor. Breathe out, feel your body lower down. Okay, one more big belly breath. Find your position. Raise that core, tuck the tailbone, and start pressing down into the floor. Trying to pull that block towards you. Feel that lat working here. Keep driving down. Keep driving down. Keep driving down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Max effort hold. Drive down. Drive down. You should be shaking. You should be shaking. Second set. Here we go. Keep going. Keep going. 5, 4, 3. Body stays tight. Tension check. And rails. Keep going. Keep going. Keep trying to lift. Keep trying to lift. Keep trying to lift. Keep going. Keep going. You're barely getting off that block. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. And relax. Very nice. Good job. Okay. Take a couple breaths again. Work on that belly breathing. Stomach expands into the floor on the inhale. Stomach relaxes. Slower exhale. Always want twice as long on the exhale as the inhale. Okay. We go right into 10 passive range liftoffs. Body's tight. Engage that core and lift. Down. 1. Lift. Down. 2. Lift. Down. 3. Before every rep, make sure you stay tucked, ribs are down. Try to lift that belly button off the floor. Lift. Down. 4. Lift. Down. 5. 5 more. Lift. Down. 6. Lift. Down. 7. Lift. Down. 8. Lift. Down. 9. Last one. Lift. Down. And 10. Whew. Shoulders should be smoking. That was very good. Okay. We're just going to finish with quadruped capsule cars, shoulder flexion, and then we'll finish with same arm. We'll do 2 quadruped shoulder cars, and we're done for the day, okay? So actually let's go right side, because just left, give that shoulder break. Quadruped, one arm is down, knees under my hips, hand is under my shoulder. I'm just gonna come here, shoulder flex as much as I can. If this bothers the wrist, you can be in the fist position here. This elbow locked out, I'm in the fist position. I'm just gonna go internal rotation, external rotation. Internal rotation, right, more shoulder flexion. External rotation, we got one more. Internal rotation, external rotation from here. Let's just go straight up. Rotate just like my rotation. Rotation over the top, get as much out of it as you can. Come down and reverse. Thumb comes high. I rotate, rotate, rotate over and down. And let's switch. Here, fists are down, knees under my hips, core is engaged. Come up into shoulder flexion as much as I can, bicep to ear if I can do it. We've got 3 reps. 1. Internal, external, core stays tight. Internal, external from there. Straight up and over, rotate, down, reverse, over, down, last one, over the top, keep working to rotate, last one, over, all the way, and down. That is all we got for today's class. Thank you for joining me in today's 30-minute shoulder flexion focused kinch stretch class. Again, if that's something that you've never done before, if you haven't really put that much focus and attention into shoulder flexion, I encourage you to practice that much more, especially if you plan to be, doing overhead activities in the weight room or overhead activities, on the field, right, within baseball or volleyball, all these different sports that use a lot of overhead stuff. We want to make sure we kind of practice activity. I hope to see you at the next one.